I'm wearing flannel because it's the 20th anniversary of Supernatural while I'm filming this. I can't believe it's been 20 years. Hi everyone, I'm Hannah. I am a cosplayer and I talk about cosplays, conventions, and other nerdy things. So today I'm going to kind of just be going over an update as to where all of my crochet cosplays are. I would also like to take a moment and thank everyone for their love and support on all my crochet cosplays. I've gotten a lot of really nice comments on my videos the past few days, so I just wanted to say thank you to everyone. I do have a few crochet cosplays that I'm working on. So I think the first one I'll talk about is my Gumi copycat cosplay. Not much has changed since the video that I made with it, but I have been working on it. The pattern that I settled on for it was just doing a chain to however long I wanted it to be. So I held the chain about here-ish and then just measured down until it hit the length that I wanted. There's really only one full photo of Gumi that I've seen, and she is kneeling in it, so it's a little hard to tell exactly how long it is, but I've kind of just gone with a length that I felt comfortable with. So what I've done for it is 8 rows of single crochet and then 2 rows of single crochet where it was back loop only. This is just going to be repeated until it can go all the way around to make the base of the dress. From there, I'm also going to do the same to make the part that goes over, because it's I think it's called a cold shoulder style dress, but I'm still working on that main base. The second cosplay that I am working on is Sua from Alien Stage. It's kind of a modified version of the dress that she wears, because I found a pattern online that I like that I've been using as a base. So I'll make sure to link it down below in the description, but I've been using that. Hi, Editing Hannah here. I'm actually going to be redoing my Sua cosplay. I'm working on a video for it right now, where I am going to be starting over from scratch just because I tried on what I currently have done and I don't love it, and I feel like it would be a lot easier to just start over. That way also I can make it a bit more accurate. Rather than using a pattern that looks kind of close, I'm writing my own so that way it matches her outfit a lot more closely. So hopefully I'll have something up for that soon, but just thought I'd include this since the video was filmed a little while before I decided to make the change. I recently competed at Pop Cult with a crochet cosplay, and then also at Kineticon with the mostly same crochet cosplay. And the reason why I say mostly same is that I did do a few updates to it between the two conventions. At Pop Cult, I also did the craftsmanship and performance competition, so I had to work on my performance. But I did those two with Xiaohuling, and that was kind of my focus for most of the year. So I did have to put Sua on the back burner for a while to work on that. However, since Xiaohuling is, I will say, at an okay spot, because I do plan on adding some stuff to her before competing again, but I'm not sure when that'll be. So since she's kind of in like limbo right now, I am going to be working back on Sua again. The next cosplay I'm going to talk about is Shang Kinghe from Scumvillain. I'm currently working on making like a cape for him, or like a cloak, kind of like something that he would wear in the north, because I did make part of his outfit from the bonus art from book 4, but I've been slowly working on adding more to it. So right now I do have a robe for him, not a robe, a cloak that is in progress right now. It is a very pretty blue. It's taking a while because it's very long, and I'm currently testing out a pattern to try and make crochet pants for him. I do have the yarn in this container, not this one specifically, but in this shelf area back here I do have the yarn, but I did get it from Joann's, from a Joann's exclusive line. So I am doing a test of the pattern with some less hard to find yarn, just as like a test to see that I like how it fits and things like that. Just since the Joann's yarn will be challenging to replace if I mess it up. So currently working on the cloak. I am testing out a pattern for pants for him. If the pants go well, I think I might also crochet a shirt to go underneath, and just start like gradually adding more and more to it until he gets to a point that I really like. Another cosplay that has kind of been moved to the back burner is Misa from Death Note. So I was actually crocheting, she has this 2-piece set where it is a pink outfit where it's like a ruffle skirt and she has like a cutout heart like right about here-ish. Yeah, that looks right. Right about here-ish on the top. That one actually wasn't a Joanne exclusive Joanne exclusive yarn, thankfully, but I did get it from Joann's. It is like a bright pink yarn from Juicy Couture because I thought it would be kind of funny to have a cosplay made out of Juicy Couture stuff. But since I have other things that I was focusing on, she's kind of gone to the back burner, especially since I was kind of hoping to have her done for Rhode Island Anime Con, but since she's not, she's kind of been shuffled to the back. Let me see, what else am I working on? Oh, Lu Mingyan from Scum Villain, another Scum Villain cosplay. She has the purple robes that I'm working on. I think hers is going to be like a harder set to figure out how to make, and the only reason why is that a lot of the Scum Villain characters have outfits that differ slightly from each edition of the novel, and while some of them are a little easier to go off of, hers is a bit harder, just because there's not a lot of colored artwork of her, like colored in, so that way I know like what to aim for swatches. And then on top of that, a lot of the artwork pieces that are colored, you don't get to see a full body, or it's, you know, just something that varies from version to version, so it's a bit challenging to draft it up, especially since her outfits do differ quite a bit, mainly in terms of like colors and patterning, which makes it even more challenging for crochet. I do like the English version of her outfit, the English novel version, where it seems like it's just like a light purple. However, there's a few splotches that I think are a bit darker. So that's currently what I'm working on, the lighter lilac color. Who else do I have? Oh, Shilian from Heaven's Official Blessing. He is, I think, just going to be living in storage for a while. I started working on him last year, and I ended up kind of taking a break because one of my dogs passed away while I was working on him. And before my dog passed, he used to like sitting on it. So between that and kind of having issues with freehanding some of the robes for him, it's kind of become a behemoth that I don't really want to work on at the moment, just because it was really a lot more error for the trial and error for working on him since it was freehanded. So I do plan on undoing quite a bit of it. So it is just going to be a massive undertaking to go and fix him. So for those reasons, he's kind of going to remain in the back burner until I feel a bit more confident with redrafting his robes. But it's not like a canceled project, it's kind of just I'm saving that for later. In here, I do have a few other characters that I have yarn for. The Joann's going out of business sales really got to me, and before they went out of business, also their usual Black Friday sales. So I do have, I believe, 3 characters I haven't mentioned stuff for in here. Yeah, I'll say 3. One of them is from Honkai Star Rail. And then I have one from Scum Villain and one from Love Live. But I'm gonna wait until I get a bit further along in them, as in like actually, you know, unwinding the yarn and working with it before talking about where I am with them. And then I think another cosplay that I do want to start at some point is actually making Rose Lalonde her God tier outfit from Homestuck. This is something that I've kind of been toying with on and off for a while, just because I was a Homestuck fan back in the day. I have done Homestuck cosplays for competitions and things like that. So I think being able to make her God tier outfit would be pretty cool. I do know how to knit and crochet, but I don't know what I would go with for her outfit. I think I might choose knit for like the base of it, but then all the detailing would be crochet, just because she has like that insignia for her like God tier robes that I feel like would be challenging to knit. But that's also because I was kind of taught to knit just based off of scarves and things like that. So I don't know. It's a later project. It'll be dealt with at a later time. And And then I do plan on competing with Xia Huoling again. At Pop Cult, I got a Judge's Choice Award with her, which means that I can re-enter her elsewhere, which I'm definitely gonna do. So some upgrades that I do plan on making, I'm gonna add some elastic. I'm gonna crochet elastic along the top, so along like the top part of the top and the bottom part of the top, just to help it stay in place. I think I might also add some elastic inside the waistband of the shorts. I think I'm gonna do something with the belt. It's at an okay place, but I think I would want a bit more with it. I think also I will make her some kind of cloak, roby cloak thing, just because the outfit is very cold and I get cold very easily. So just so that way I'm not chilly, but still like on theme, and I can also like say, oh, this is something else I made, look at how pretty it is. I will have to dig through like the artwork to see if she does wear anything like that. I know she wears sometime, and I think it's the Japanese version, she has like a bit of a longer robe thing that she wears. But it's obviously not as much as like the cultivators wear in the series or Mobejun. But I do know that there's like artwork of her father, so I might have to extrapolate something from that. So I'll have to dig through like the official art. I might just put it off until the art book comes out next year with the special edition, just in hopes of seeing something else in there. But if not, I think I'll just go for like a regular robe that I can, you know, throw on and use as a portable blanket. I've noticed that when competing, I have a really bad habit of wearing cosplays that I get cold in and then just like shivering backstage because I forgot to pack a blanket or something else to wear. So I am trying to get better about that, like, you know, adding on some kind of robe, sweatshirt, what have you, to cosplays, or just packing a blanket with me. But yeah, I think that's about it for all my cosplay projects. I do have some other things that I am working on. For example, I do have a sweater I'm working on. I have a sweater vest that's at my feet that I'm working on. Just a few other small things, but I wanted to keep this like a short update video to talk about my cosplays. So thank you for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe. See you next time. Bye!